Okay, good evening. So I will make a video lesson about rocks and the rock cycle. The presented PowerPoint is not original from Miss Aster, pero I will use this PowerPoint for my discussion to give you follow up in your modules dun sa ating mga yung nagawa nyo ng modules about rocks and rock cycle. So let's start. So there are three types of rocks: the igneous, the sedimentary, and the metamorphic. So rocks obviously can change from one type to another over time. When it comes to rocks classification, rocks are classified by how they form, by their texture, by the grain size, by the mineral composition. So this is an example of a sedimentary rock, conglomerate sedimentary. Igneous rocks forms when molten rock magma cools and hardens. So the original or the main source of igneous rock is the magma, the molten rock. So when it cools and solidify, it will become igneous rock. So these are classified by where they form or the crystal grain size. So this is an example, basalt. Intrusive igneous rocks, it came from, this is a type of rock wherein nanggaling siya dun sa proseso wherein the cooling takes place slowly beneath the Earth's surface. Yung pag-cool down ay beneath the Earth's surface na ay doon siya nabuo, doon nabuo yung igneous rock ngayon. So example ng intrusive, from the word intrusive, beneath. Example ng intrusive igneous rock is the granite. Next, extrusive igneous rock takes place the cooling process rapidly on Earth's surface, from the word extrusive igneous rock. So the term extrusive, nandun na siya sa Earth's surface. Nakalabas na sa Earth's surface. Doon na nag-solidify yung ating magma. So the example is pumice. Next, sedimentary rock is another type of rock. So it forms from the compaction or cementation of sediments. So compaction and cementation of sediments. So this process is called lithification. So what are sediments? These are rock pieces, mineral grains, shell fragments. So these are rocks na yung merong mga nasa loob niya ay may mga shell, minsan may dahon, minsan may iba't ibang uri ng bato. Kasi from the sediments nabuo yung bato. So pwedeng madalas ito ay sa ilog. So sedimentary rock, ang example na naka-illustrate is limestone. Next, how do sediments form? So sediments form through the process of weathering and erosion. So weathering and erosion of rocks exposed at the Earth's surface. So pinapakita dyan ano difference ng weathering and erosion. So sedimentary rock continuation can also form from the chemical depositing of materials that were once dissolved in water. Again, it can also form from the chemical depositing of materials that were once dissolved in water. So when water evaporates, minerals are left behind and forms rocks. So may mga chemicals din na laman or nagkakaroon ng chemicals yung mga rocks na nabubuo out of or from the sediments. Metamorphic rock forms when any rock type is changed into a different kind of rock. Metamorphic rock forms when any rock type is changed into a different kind of rocks. Paano yun? So, let's say for example, sedimentary or igneous rock, it changes due to great heat and or pressure. Again, may kailangan ng heat and pressure, or application of heat and pressure to become metamorphic rock originally from other types of rock. So example ay gneiss. Next, how does rock change? Now, rocks are heated, squeezed, folded, or chemically changed by contact with hot fluids. So these are the process. Pwedeng nainitan, nag-squeezed, nag-fold, or chemically nag-change by contact with hot fluids, kung katulad nung nangyayari sa sedimentary rocks. So the example na binigay ulit dito, marble. No? Anong type ng sedimentary? Type ng okay. So marble is what type of rock? Igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic? Under what type of rock? Okay? Dapat may sasagot sa GC, ha? Next. Okay, punta tayo dun sa rock cycle. No, mabilis tong mabilis tong PowerPoint na nakuha ko. Actually, rock cycle, isa siyang lesson din for, isa sa dapat lesson. As in, kung meron tayong face-to-face, ay mag-iisa-isa ako nito. Kasi kahit ang simple niyang tingnan, litong-lito yung mga estudyante when it comes to the rock cycle. So, yung nakikita nyo, igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. And then, meron siyang mga arrow. Yung black arrow, yung red, and yung yellow. So, from igneous to sedimentary, from sedimentary to metamorphic, and from metamorphic to igneous. Pwede yon. From igneous to metamorphic, from metamorphic to sedimentary, from sedimentary to igneous, pwede din yon. Pwede rin na from igneous, from metamorphic tayo mag-umpisa to sedimentary to igneous. Balik ng metamorphic. So, pwede siya kahit ano dun sa tatlo in any form. Paano yon? So, the rock cycle is an ongoing series of processes inside Earth and on the surface. Again, this is an ongoing series of processes inside Earth and on the surface. So, nangyayari siya beneath the Earth's surface and on the Earth surface. Yung beneath, pwedeng yung ating igneous rock yun kasi from the magma, molten magma. And then yung on the surface, pwede yung sedimentary, or pwede din yung igneous rock. Sa surface din yun, nagbabago-bago. Now, slowly changes rocks from one kind to another. So, it explains, again, this is an explanation of the rock cycle. The rock cycle slowly changes rocks from one kind to another. Now, any type of rock can change into another type of rock. Nabanggit ko kanina. So, from igneous to sedimentary to metamorphic, or from metamorphic to sedimentary to igneous, or from sedimentary to igneous to metamorphic, and reverse. So, the process can be in a reverse when doon sa tatlong types of rocks. So, let's study the illustration. So, from the magma, molten magma, it will cool and crystallize. It will form into igneous rocks, or it will form an igneous rock. And then, an igneous rocks, when let's say may bagyo, or let's say may nangyaring landslide, so in some process, nagkakaroon ng weathering and erosion. So, magiging yung sediments. And then, from sediments, it will compact and cemented. Magiging naman yung sedimentary rocks. And then, when the sedimentary rocks undergoes heat and pressure, it will become metamorphic rocks. And then, the metamorphic rocks, when it melts, it will become magma. Umpisa naman tayo sa iba. Let's say, nag-umpisa ako sa igneous rock. And then, the igneous rock undergo heat and pressure. So, it will become metamorphic rocks. And then, pwedeng from metamorphic rocks, nagkaroon or nag-undergo siya ng weathering and erosion, it will become sediments. And the sediments will solidify or will undergo lithification. It will become sedimentary rocks. And the sedimentary rocks, pwede siyang mag-melt, it will become magma. Then the magma ay pwede ulit mag-cool and crystallize, it will become igneous rocks. Tapos pwede rin from igneous rock, mag-melt ulit, maging magma. And then from magma, mag-cool and crystallize, maging igneous rocks. And then, yung igneous rocks, pwede din siyang weathering and erosion. Binanggit ko, ayan. Weathering and erosion, then it will become sediments. Yung sediments, pwede siyang automatically ay mag-melt, it will become magma. So, nakikita nyo yung araw-araw kung nasaan na si ma'am nagliliko-liko. So, that is exactly what a rock cycle is. So, from one form to another, pwede. Ang keyword na gagamitin natin, when a certain rock material melts, it will become magma. The process is melting. Pag yung magma, it will cool and crystallize, it will become igneous rock. Basta from magma, cooling and crystallization, it will become igneous rock. And then, yung weathering and erosion, kahit anong types of rock, igneous, metamorphic, or sedimentary itself, nag-undergo ng weathering and erosion, it will become sediments. And then the sediments, basta magko-compact and automatic, it will become sedimentary. Kung mag-undergo yun ng lithification, it will become sedimentary. Ano pa bang nalimutan natin? Sa metamorphic rocks naman, basta ang isang types of rocks ay nag-undergo ng heat and pressure, it will become metamorphic rocks. Understand? Okay. Just give me a comment in your chat box kung ano pa yung follow-up question nyo about rock cycle. Next. How does this relate to plate tectonics? So, the plate movements drives the rock cycle. Kasi di ba may mga weathering and erosion nga tayo. So, pag meron nagkaroon ng plate movements, may nangyari sa ilalim ng lupa. Let's say, volcanic eruption, katulad nung early 2020 natin, ang una nating naranasan ay pagputok ng Bulkang Taal. So, automatic alam natin may nangyayari may plate movements na nangyayari sa ilalim. So, may mga nagre-react doon, let's say, magma. Doon sa prosesong yun, mabubuo yung igneous rock. It's either inside or beneath the earth's surface or outside once na nakalabas na lahat ng magma doon sa vulkan. And since malapit din naman siya sa dagat, pwedeng sa ilalim magkakaroon ulit ng another process para naman doon sa sediments to sedimentary. So, subduction, plate movements tayo. Subduction, one plate push under another plate. So, it will remelts rock into magma pag nagkaroon ng process of subduction. Again, one plate push another plate. Tinulak niya yung isang isang plate from one plate nagtutulakan. So, magre-remelt yun ng rocks into magma. Mountain building naman ay folding. Ang process ng plate movement ay folding, faulting, uplift. It will expose rock at the surface. Pag na-expose sa surface, pwedeng magkaroon ng weathering and erosion. Pag nagkaroon ng weathering and erosion, magiging sediments, automatic. So, kung igneous rock siya na na-expose sa surface, magkakaroon ng weathering and erosion, magiging sediments. Kung sedimentary rock siya, and then exposed pa rin sa surface, or pwedeng nasa ilog, magkakaroon ulit ng weathering and erosion na process, so magiging sediments ulit. And then, mabubuo ulit, magiging sedimentary ulit. So, same goes if mag-start tayo sa metamorphic. Ganun din. Next. So, this illustration shows Ganun din, about din sa rock cycle. So, yung weathering, saan tayo mag-uumpisa? Mag-umpisa tayo sa magma ulit. Magma, the process is crystallization. It will become igneous rocks. Ang naka-mention dyan is intrusive. Pag sa labas naman ng buo, on the surface ay extrusive rock. Pag beneath the surface ay intrusive rock. Pero, pag beneath the surface, sa ilalim ng earth surface, crystallization. Pagka naman sa labas na buo, extrusive igneous rocks ang mabubuo mo pag sa labas, the process is consolidation. Again, pag sa ilalim na buo, yung magmang nagmelt, sa ilalim siya na buong igneous rock, that is intrusive, the process is crystallization. Pag sa labas na buo ay consolidation. And then, dahil may bagyo, may ulan, so, na-expose sa earth surface, magkakaroon ng weathering and erosion. So, from weathering, magkakaroon ng transportation, magde-deposition, magle-lithification, it will become sedimentary rocks. Nasaan ang sediments doon? Nandun yon sa part ng transportation, nadudurog na, so sediments na yon. From the sediments, magkakaroon na siya ng deposition kasi babalik na ulit siya, masisinsin na siya. So, kaya yung sedimentary, merong mga dahon, merong mga shell, kasi usually sa dagat siya sa ilog, 'di ba? So, yon. Between transportation and deposition, yun sediments yon. Sa deposition kasi nabalik na siya sa pagiging sedimentary rocks. So, the process is lithification. And next, metamorphic up. From sedimentary, edi mag-undergo ng heat and pressure, yun, magiging metamorphic rocks. And pag nag-melt ulit, magiging ulit magma. And then, you just follow the process. Yung pataas from metamorphic to weathering, uplift and exposure. Pag umakyat yung metamorphic rock sa surface ulit, mag-e-expose, magkakaroon ulit ng weathering and erosion. And the process again will repeat. Pwede rin naman na magdumaan muna yung metamorphic sa pagiging magma and then maglipat ulit sa pagiging igneous by the process of either crystallization or consolidation. Next. Ngayon din. Pinakita lang. So, different illustration lang siya ng rock cycle. So, from igneous, pag nag-melt, magiging magma. From magma, pag nag-cool, magiging igneous. Yun yung keyword natin. Metamorphic, pag nag-melt, magiging magma. Sedimentary, pag nag-undergo ng heat and pressure, magiging metamorphic. Metamorphic, pag nag-weathering and erosion, magiging sediments. Ang sediments, pag nagkaroon ng compaction and cementation, magiging sedimentary. From the sedimentary rock, pwede rin naman bumalik ulit siya sa pagiging sediments pag nagkaroon ng weathering and erosion. Same goes with igneous, when undergo with heat and pressure, magiging metamorphic. And then igneous rock, nag-undergo ng weathering and erosion, magiging sediments. Next. This one, di ko alam kung magpa-play. I-try natin, ha. So, wala siyang file. Sayang. This is the last. Hindi pa siya last. Okay, next. Sayang naman to kasi dinownload ko lang siya sa dinownload ko lang siyang PowerPoint. Tinatry kong mag-discuss using this X recorder para may follow-up discussion ako every time na mayroon ako makuhang topic. Isasend ko sa GC. And then, next time ay meron akong assessment na idadagdag. Virtual learning series ang ating gagawin. Yan. So, yan, pakisagutan. Pa-send ang picture sa GC. Okay? Gets? Ililipat na ni Master. Screenshot nyo na lang. 1, 2, 3, go! Ito, hindi na kasi tapos na tayo sa module nito. So, pinakita ko na lang ito. Yan. Kopyahin daw ito. 1, 2, 3, go. Siguro sa ano na lang, idagdag nyo na lang sa reflection. Then, give me some reflection about this lecture, okay? Oh, that's it na. Ito na may kinuha ko lang sa, hanggang doon lang ako sa page, nasan tayo? Sa page 19. 19 ba? 19. Maganda lang. So, thank you. Susunod ulit mga anak.